Yo, welcome back, Nicholas, Adam. We're back in Warsaw, the rewire we started at, well, 99% completed, December time. Back today, do a few things. We're going to see if the DeWalt cable stapler can redeem itself. Cable Smith Electrical, put his channel below. He's got one, we spoke to him about it, and he said if you push hard, it does clip it solid. So we're going to have a go at that in the loft. Right, I'm just up in the loft a sec. I just got to put one more down light in. And then, so our cabling that Adam did around, clipped with a bit of slack on each drop, as you can see. Go on then, mate, turn that on. Just catching this side. Okay, turn it up again, mate, please. Let me take this off as well. On again. Ready? Yeah. We need water. Yeah, it's right, there's water, it's just flowing out the roof. Oh, alright, you sure? Yeah. The problem is, one of the blades in the fan itself. Okay, turn it off for me, please. So when it's getting up to high speed, it's catching on something. So normally this would happen if you have, let's say, the metal bit from the end of the ducting in there, or you've clamped this shut too much so it's compressed the plastic, which the fan will hit. But that's free spinning. So the only thing I can do, we'll switch this one over, making sure that ducting's got a proper drop on it, because there was a bit of water. See where it was just sat here? We'll pull it tighter so it's straight onto there. See how much? Oh, this is older ducting. This is the new stuff we put in. So it's clean, that is.
Yeah, because we can't get to that one.
We know, because it's right down in the soffit down at the bottom. And there's a glass roof extension on the outside here, so there's no way to access the side of the vent. I'll switch this one over. We'll do some cable ties on it. I'll stick the downlight back in, and then over there behind Adam, I'm going to put a kinetic switch in, end of J1, and I'll go across. We'll use the cable stapler a little bit and see how well that works. I just turn it back on. That's the new one in. Stuck some tape on it just to seal it up a little bit easier.
You ready?
Yeah, man. Beautiful. Right, kick some of the insulation back round. Switch this downlight over. That first job done. That was a brand new fan. Yeah, turn it off for me, mate, please. Next is over far side. I'll run you to the camera over there. I should be wearing a mask in the loft. I'm not going to because you can't hear me. I'm not really disturbing. This insulation, for me, isn't as bad if you disturb it compared to the newer stuff. This is sort of like the bitty stuff. Still not fun to get it on your hands, especially when there was a wet bit that's now stuck to my finger. But yeah, word of warning, if you're in a loft, wear a mask. I'm just being an idiot. Just so you can hear me, really. I'll jump over the far side, run you through that, but we've got to turn the lights off to do that. See how tall this loft is. At some point, this is going to have a loft conversion. At some point, we had to run the cables as where we could. We know with loft conversions, they will just re-batten the floor as well. Like when Adam was doing it up here, he did a nice sweeping bend across to what we had to do. It was very difficult to go anywhere, especially across the sides, because of the amount of wood and all this in the way. But I full well know when a loft conversion goes in, because we've done quite a few, is they will batten that and they will just cut out notches to go around the cables. Annoyingly, the cables will all be completely inaccessible, really. But it is what it is, what happens. What happens, unfortunately. So I'm just going to give you the cable stapler. We brought up the jobbing bag. So this is one of our velocity bags. Get away. Downlight to go in, but we can just sort of empty out. I'll use the light off there, fill it with the stuff we need. So to anyone that hasn't watched my previous video, I did use the Electrician's cable stapler, but the issue I found is the clips don't go in very far and they pull through. But we're going to give this a go. We need to make sure that our cable sits on this little dent. It pushes this in here. Doing that allows us to pull the trigger. I'll have to use it over there and find some cables, but if I was to use this old bit here, I'll pull this out afterwards. You make sure you push hard enough, like this. It's a very bad example to do it on, but never mind. That has already gone in almost to the grey from where it wasn't before I had about 2 mils worth of metal still hanging out. I'll just pull this out with the hammer. But it should work on the twin. We can get easily two 1 mil cables side by side in that. I might give this a go on here, see if it fits. Should we see if it fits? Ooh, it's just on the edge, I don't risk it. I'll jump over there, do what I need to do with the connect stuff, run you through that, and then we'll use a cable stapler and get rid of some of the slack. Fan was done. I thought there was a big bit of slack that comes straight out to the outside lights, the whisker box on the outside, and this is obviously mains powered. We knew we had to put a connect switch in, we just didn't have one on the van when we were doing it. What Adam's doing is disconnecting this from the light. This is in the permanent supply, loop in, loop out. Feed that back up, whisker box. It's dark over here. Get out of it. You what, sorry? This one. We'll disconnect that, strip the back up, whisker box is going in, screw it down on there, feed in, connector, receiver. We'll pair that up as and when we can. Adam's going to get a new leg just to go back down. Job's a good one. I'm going to take these clips out and we're going to have a go with this. Right, I've nearly completed that. It just needs to be reattached down here. Well, I want to give it a go. I'm seeing here there's a few how effective this is, because this is a big unit, but it shouldn't cause too much issues. If I want to put a clip in here. Oh god, my hand was the other side. So still, it's not as deep as I want it. I did try this out the other day and it did work, but it was with the 2.5. So yeah, that's worked a bit better. The harder you press, logically speaking, the further it goes in. But yeah, I'm going to give this a quick go across here. So let me set you up. Nice and taut. Yeah, got. If I do it again, not as good, but better. And one more time, I know this is off camera. I might have staples. So it has redeemed itself a little bit. That one, compared to all the other ones, is tight. So is that one. So yes, I was using it incorrectly to start with on the first video. It is better, but it will really come into its own when we do our next rewire at some point. I've quoted quite a few around the area in the past few weeks, so hopefully we can get this, got it all over my leg, get this tested properly. But still, in my eyes, if you were going to use it little and often, probably not worth the money. But if you do a lot of rewires like we do, or a lot of new builds, I would definitely say it's worth buying. It's costly, and the staples are, but time saved. And you know what it's like when you come in a loft and you've got your little tub of clips and you've got your hammer and you're banging away and this, that and the other. You knock the clips over, they go everywhere. Staple gun, don't have that problem, other than charging it up. So that's me done up here. I'm gonna go down, reconnect this. I'll have to come back up and sync this up with the switch in a little bit. Adam's pulling the floor up in the main bedroom because there's a few existing sockets and he put in the floor, plaster in. And if you're not aware, we sort of rewired the house, but only sort of the front half, the bedrooms, the lounge, the dining room, the hallway, the landing, the kitchen, conservatory, utility rooms all being done, a massive extension. So that was left on the old fuse board, and then the new fuse board that I put in was put on the new part. But there was a couple of sockets that are still on the existing fuse board in the bedroom. It's being skimmed, so Adam's disconnecting them, pulling them into the floor, boxing them up, maintenance free joint under the floor, just for when the plasterer comes to plaster over it. And then when the extension gets done, the old fuse board's being cut off anyway, so all the old cable under the floor will become dead. So we're going to see how he's getting on. This is the cable I've just got to connect back up in the bedroom. There's that socket, which Adam's yet to do. He's just done this one here. Just shift your arm a second a bit, bud. And it's been pulled through, maintenance joint with a box in the floor. As and when it's going to be cut off, but the actual old fuse board is just down in this corner if you can remember from the last video. So that's not needed, that's not needed. And I'm just going to go and change the bathroom light fitting and then hopefully get the lights back on. Right, so next thing I've got to do, you might remember this room with the delicious wardrobes. This room's finished, it's the only room in the house that's finished, decorated, carpeted, all that sort of stuff. So we're going to change over light switch, sockets for USB ones, I think. I'm supposed to have a bag. So customer wanted, so we went for the Art Deco, the Click Art Deco ones, the brush chrome. Very nice. We'll get a few of them on, and then we'll run you through what we've done with the fuse board. And then a bit of testing, and then we're done, because there's only 5 circuits. There's down sockets, up sockets, down lights, up lights, and mains powered smokes. In the preparation when we were doing it, knowing the loft's going to be done, we ran a 2.5, it's not disconnected, it's disconnecting the board, a 2.5 circuit up to the loft, already done up this channel here. We plastered everything so it could all be used safely. What else did we do? Another feed for something else.
Light feed as well, don't we?
There's a second light feed across. There's another cable curled up in the board. I can't remember what it's for now. I'll have a look in a little bit when you're running through the board, but we put a big 18-way one in, so it's a beast. Right, socket time, USB, click, deco, nice. Adam just had a phone call from college. For the first time ever, someone's coming out on site to come and, well, he didn't even know what he said really, did he? He's just come and have a mooch.
Site visit, like.
So, literally, how long have you been with, God, I've got a round head this hat on. How long have you been working with me? 2 and a bit years? Yeah.
Yeah, I've been on the apprenticeship. No, this is my started my second year in September. So.
Alright. So as an apprentice, a year and a half.
Yeah. And
this is the first site visit, so nice one, guys. You got your hard hat and your high vis for tomorrow, yeah, and your risk assessment?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as
got
you...
my mask for the loft.
Yeah, that's good then. Tick all the boxes. Right, we'll get this off.
Yeah, it's good that he's going out there, because if he comes out, he can tick loads of things off.
It's good. To me, they should have been coming out on site ages ago. Yeah. Ages and ages ago.
You do like what you like at the start, what you like in the middle.
Exactly. Come take pictures, assess that I'm doing things right as well, not just you. Things are safe. There's things in you know, I have got my risk assessments if I need them to hand. I've got a first aid kit, which we've all got in the van. Like, this should have been checked ages ago, but obviously not.
As long as no one's huffing and puffing, they're not bothered, are they?
Yeah.
Next month is so busy for me.
Next month?
Yeah, February.
What are you doing next month?
Like everyone's birthday, I've got a wedding, going away for the week. Oh yeah, I bet you forgot,
What do you mean, you're going away for a week?
I'm going away for the weekend. Remember I told you ages ago I booked the Friday off? I bet you forgot, haven't you?
Well, where are you going?
Just like to this like spa hotel type thing. Because my granddad's 70th, isn't it?
Where was my invite? I know you, Grandad.
He's off, yeah?
Yeah. Do you mean you proved safe isolation and you've done it yourself as well because you shouldn't trust other people on site, yeah?
Oh yeah, sorry. Whoopsie daisy. I forgot my keys in the pocket.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Let's get the practice in for tomorrow. So, as you can see here, there is a 35mm back box for the USB double sockets that we're going to install. Already in place.
Guess what my box is?
Yours is 25 because it's a fast fix one.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not actually 25. They're, I think
30, I think.
30, yeah.
What socket am I putting? Just a normal?
Just a normal. There's only one USB in each room. Because of the price of them, they have to have a small mortgage to buy these ones.
And to say that though, like this is just like a lad's room. He's only ever going to charge.
Stuff next to his bed, yeah. In my office, I need to fit a few because I charge all the GoPro batteries. I've got the camera batteries. Like I got a lot of USB stuff. Could even just make a little like bank of them. Right, that's on. Delicious. Word of the day, delicious. Everyone, put it in the comments. Do like that. I've got one more to do. Also, I want to feel like I need to make a quick apology to everyone for the video I put up at my house, which would have been a couple of weeks ago. It's just a joke. A lot of people say it's clickbait. Yeah, it was clickbait, but it was meant to be a funny one where you all appreciated it and laughed, and it was just a funny little hee hee ha ha funny joke. Oh my God, did people take offense to it? Like, I have wasted my evening watching your video. Mate, it was 18 minutes long. Get a grip. Like, Jesus. So, some people have took such a bad view on that. Like, I'd shot someone, or I don't know, just, it was a joke, and I'm sorry if you got offended, and a lot of people unsubscribed. It is what it is. It was a joke, so I won't do it again. Well, not anytime soon anyway. So this is the board I put in. Trunk it along, goes out into the garage. We've got, I get a few people asking questions about armour cable, feeding the cables with tails. So a lot of the time we just feed it with 25mm tails. We put a KMF switch in, which has the same size cutout fuse as the incomer. If you don't know what the incomer is, normally we put 63 in. Yes, we could probably start using SWA 25mm 3-core to feed it. Next sort of rewire if it needs it. I'll give it a go, try it out. I just sort of stick with what we know. So yeah, length's over 3 meters. A lot of people said, oh, you're not allowed to. You are, as long as you fuse it and isolate it one end. We've got 2 circuits in there. One is the new boiler circuit, which is not connected in yet, and one is for the power for the loft conversion. We've got 332s in place for when this kitchen gets done, because this is all being ripped out, knocked through, big extension being put on. Upstairs, downstairs, 220 amps for these two. 3 lighting circuits, upstairs, downstairs, that's smoke alarm, and then this is for the kitchen extension that we're all doing. Trunk to cross is not quite clipped back there yet because I need to leave access. If anyone uses this 4x2 trunking like often, if you seal both ends and you push it back, there is no way you're getting the lid back off. So if you're ever coming back and you know you've got stuff to do, just leave one end unclipped because it'll help you a lot in the future. I'm going to just drop a test on this, finish this off, put a cert on it, the installation certificate, but obviously it's only half the house. We'll make sure we note on the certificate there is 2 fuse boards, just in case the extension gets knocked back at another year and it's just left the way it is. It's safe, I'm happy with it, I can stick some labels on it. It's only going to be sort of temporary labelled board because I'll end up just peeling it off, and when we've done the rest of the stuff we can label it all up properly. So we'll start filling the iPad in. I'm using TieSoft Easy Cert, which you've seen me use before. Fill the customer's details in, name, address, what type of supply we've got. I think it says TNS. We're making sure we're putting on the main switch as our KMF switch with our what size of cutout we've got in there. 25mm tails, 16mm earth. We'll get our PFC, our ZEs, our R1, R2s. It's very simple. There's no rings. We'll get our ZEs afterwards. ZS's, sorry. RCD trip times for our RCBOs. Fuse box are roughly round the sort of 26.5 to sort of 28.2 we found. So Adam, Mr. Dunlop, what test are you doing? You've knocked the power off.
Yeah. That's gonna go in it. Yeah. Doing ZE and PFC. Okay. So this one does it together. So just literally, I'll start from the beginning. LPE.
And Z.
I was like to say I know what that stands for, but I don't.
Yeah, it's live.
Loop. Summit. Parallel earth. So it starts on 3 low, so you change it to 2 high. Red and green in. Live and earth. Or line and CPC.
Disconnected your main earth.
Yeah, that's out. I see it's pretty obvious in this one, it's the biggest one.
Yeah, what we have on here, guys, as well, because this is obviously the secondary board, there's no bonding cables to this because the original board is bonded, but this is directly into the TNS block. The other one's been disconnected and isolated as well, hence why we can get ZE from here with no parallel paths. Paths?
Yeah.
Paths.
Start with your earth first, and then live. Let's start saying 240 on the tester, it starts beeping.
Right, we've done our main test, 0.49 on a TNS system, maximum permitted ZE on a TNS system.
0.8.
It is 0.8. So this is the board I did when, I never filmed it, but I did put it on Instagram. I got stuck on the motorway. You were off for the day, where were you?
I was in London, drinking a beer.
Adam was in London, I was here by myself. I left at 5:30 in the morning to get here nice and early to do the board, and I got stuck in traffic for 3 hours on the motorway. So I was very late here, but this is what I did here. Cable flagged up, so we know what's what, loft power, down sockets, up lights, down lights, smokes, that sort of stuff. Obviously adjacent, which would be easy for us to find. Adam's got the socket tester up. If you zeroed it out, we're gonna do some R1, R2s. On the furthest point, we rewire it so we know where it is, on the upstairs and downstairs sockets. So we'll be linking live, taking it out, crock clip on it, onto the earth bar, and you're gonna go, we'll do upstairs sockets first. The furthest one is in back left bedroom, back left corner.
Yes.
Okay. I'll link it through now and I'll tell you when it's on, mate, okay? Okay, mate, that's on. It's the best thing about this iPad. If you ever do a lot of testing or you're getting into it, the new lads, get yourself a cheap iPad. I'd probably say iPad mini would do it, but sort of within the past 3 years. So the battery's still there and the speed. Get yourself a good certification software, download it on this, and it's so quick and easy just to fill certs in while you're on site rather than scribbling on a piece of cardboard, taking it home and taking 3 weeks to do it. Trust me, we've all been there.
Where's the iPad, mate?
I've got it.
0.30.
Alright, I'll disconnect that. Can you...
Downstairs, yeah?
No, go and do the same thing. Go and get a ZS on that, please, mate. Sorry, what was it? 0.30?
No, tell you what, do the other one first. Downstairs. Because it's only here and I need that. If I do that,
you don't want
I'll
to resync it.
Yeah.
Just grab me the Torx screwdriver outside the bag as well, please. Get these properly torqued back up again. I'm a busy person. Oh god, I've just had my VAT return thingy back. Hope you're well. You've been reviewed, please see figures submitted.
What's this?
How much VAT I owe for the past 3 months. God, that's a lot of money. Be VAT reg sucks. Sucks. Right, that's on downstairs, mate.
Yeah.
1.2. We got, yes, give me a sec. I already forgot the number what you said, what was it? So this here as well, this software that I've got, it calculates your ZE that you've inputted at the beginning, along when you put an R1, R2 in it, it calculates your ZS for you. So at the moment it's saying the ZS here should be 0.97. Which is there, but we'll see. What have you got, mate? 0.89. So, wasn't far off. It calculates it for you, but I know we'd rather, while we're here, it's easy just to do all the tests we can. And then upstairs, please, yeah? Upstairs socket.
Yeah.
Once again, R1, R2, 0.30. It's coming out at 0.79, so we'll see what this comes out with. We've got breakers in here, but on the schedule, I've just put spare. So as and when we need to update this, when we do the rest of the extension, it's quick and easy just to switch over. What are we saying?
0.70.
So yeah, 0.79 to 0.70. They're quite accurate. Well, it should be, calculations. Right, we're gonna do the same thing with the lights, and then I'll just show you sticker in the board up. That's it, this is a temporary. Oh, Adam's not put these ones on, never mind. I only had a 15-way cable label, so we just cut that, but this is all getting changed within a couple of months, so we know what's what. And we need the 2 stickers out of the bag, mate, for the lid.
Oh, yeah.
For the day done, I booked the whole day and it's just turned 12 o'clock.
Oh, it's 12 to be fair, I don't really feel like 12.
Freezing. Been on the phone to David Savory. We are filming with him next week, fingers crossed, whether it's going to be him come to us or us to him. We're going to just turn up, have a bit of a laugh. We'll do a video for me, which will be educational and polite and viewable for everyone. Then he'll probably do a video on his channel, which probably be abusing Adam or saying some vile, horrific things to each of us. But yeah, it'll be good. So thanks for watching. Take care now. Bye bye then.
Bye.
That was pathetic.
I know, because what chewing gum is rock hard.
Pathetic. Everyone let Adam know how pathetic that was in the
It
comments.
is rock hard, even them.